Hey everybody, welcome back to Resident Nerdy Girl channel. Alright, so today I'm talking about the latest release pictures of Lady Gaga, Harley Quinn, and in Joker Folie 2. Mostly I want to talk about it because it's arising a lot of questions out of me. At first I thought this is a horrible idea, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, actually, this movie could be really good if they do it right. First, I want to talk a little bit about the origins of Harley Quinn. So, weirdly enough, something that I discovered, I think it was like a couple of years ago, was that Harley Quinn first appeared in Batman the Animated Series. It's not that she had been with like Batman since his origins, but rather a little bit more close to home. She was just such a fan favorite that they decided to embed her into the Batman universe, which I just love that fact. The thing that currently what's going on with Harley Quinn is her emancipation. We get the movie, we get the HBO Max TV show, where essentially I think she's dating Ivy. I haven't actually seen it. I just like heard things about it. One thing that I actually, frankly, am not a big fan is how Harley Quinn has emancipated, right? It's not that I don't think she deserves that type of storyline. It's just I don't think that they developed the character enough because throughout every single iteration up until these points, we have seen Harley completely and utterly devoted to the Joker in every sense of the word, no matter what he's done, and he has done some really horrible things to her. So it was always really weird to me. I'm like, how and when she chose to do it. One of my favorite actually comes from, I think, one of the comic books or something, but I heard where essentially she gets pregnant from the Joker, but it's actually not the Joker because they actually decided I think in the latest iteration to confirm the Joker's origin, to like who they actually placed a name on the guy. She actually gets pregnant from the guy, not from the Joker. And then, even though she doesn't emancipate from him, even though none of that actually happens, I was like, that I think makes more sense because we constantly see that Harley likes this typical like 1950s housewife aesthetic. So for her to finally disassociate from the Joker, something like a potential child could be the reason why she wants to essentially emancipate herself from the Joker and from everything that he represents. But they don't do that, right? They don't actually go about it. And then if later on something happens, she loses the baby, and then goes off to date Poison Ivy, I'd be okay with that. It's just right now where her storyline is, it doesn't make sense. But now where does Joker Folio 2 come, in my opinion, in the Harley Quinn's like origins and things like that? Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. One of the things where, at first, when they said this is going to be a musical, I thought this is a horrible idea. Why I'm no longer actually into it is something that I actually saw on TikTok of someone, I can't remember who it was. They were saying could actually be shown through the perspective of Harley Quinn, which is why we're probably getting a musical, because it's her essentially romanticizing her life with the Joker as she's falling in love, and we actually see her descension from being this very put together psychologist or anything like that, and then falling in love with one of the most psychotic men in all of like time. And and on top of that, when we first watch Joker, you feel a sense of empathy for the character. You actually understand how he kind of gets to how psychotic he is, and a lot of people actually came out of that movie saying, "Is Joker the actual villain, or is the society that kind of helped get him to that point the actual villain?" It's very interesting. It's not black and white, which I think is the direction they're also heading in with Harley Quinn romance, being in love with the Joker, and also seeing her dissension and seeing her point of view and all that. Now, what I think would be interesting is that this could be the setting point, the starting point to how, if this is a successful movie, this could actually be a Joker 3, where we then get the emancipation of Harley Quinn. I think that this is a direction where she loses that romantic aspect, how she essentially breaks off from the Joker, what the Joker does, because I think in this movie, we already see what he's capable of towards the end of the Joker movie, but we actually don't get to see essentially everything that he does afterwards, right? Because that's when we really see his true villainy come out, which we're going to see in this movie. I think we're finally going to see everything that was building up to that ending, we're gonna see just explode on a whole other level in this movie. And maybe even Harley Quinn, like how we all in that I also thought this, how we all fell in love with the Joker and how we all fell in love with his character and understand him. That's exactly what Gaga the character is going to represent, is everyone who sympathizes with the current Joker. What I'm thinking, and I think this movie will be successful, the third movie could be somehow how she dissociates. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I always love the Batman. And there are even, in the comics, they even say how the Batman can sometimes, because they're just as evil as the Joker. He just the only thing the difference is that he doesn't kill. That's like his main difference. So in this scenario, we could potentially see Bruce Wayne becoming the Batman and then being more villainous than the Joker. I don't know. There's just so much potential. And at this point, now that I'm considering all these little like tidbits and all these points and how they're all connecting, I'm really, really excited for Joker Folie Deux. And and I love the fact that they actually did cast Gaga, because one, she does have an amazing singing voice, and don't forget that when she did A Star Is Born, she wrote a lot of the songs. She co-wrote a lot of the songs for the movie as she was in character. So can you imagine the type of music that she's going to create as she's in character for Harley Quinn? Oh, she is, and no one can take away the fact that she is like a musical genius in that aspect. So definitely excited for the potential for the future. I'm no longer as hesitant about the potential of Joker Folie Deux. I'm actually very excited, and I cannot wait. I will be stalking and progressing as this progresses. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Just let me know. What are your thoughts? And I also want to let you guys know that I'll probably be rewatching Joker, because I haven't seen it, I think, in a couple of years. So I definitely forgot a lot of the details of the movie. So I definitely will be rewatching it, and maybe we can discuss some more about the movie and just go from there. All right. Thanks for watching your Nerdy Little channel. Bye.